Happy Father's Day! I lost my dad a number of years back, but that doesn't mean I can't wish him a happy Father's Day in heaven. And, my fur kids, they wish me a happy Father's Day today with all kinds of wonderful loving. Today also would have been my grandmother's 99th birthday. So I'm wishing her a happy birthday in heaven as well. Hi, and welcome to Quilt Meets World, where we have adventures in piecing and joy. I'm Russ. Come on into my sewing room. This week was a week. With work, there's not really anything remarkable to talk about except for one story. We were in the cafeteria at work getting lunch because that's what we do in the cafeteria. And while waiting for the grill to prepare our food, uh, one of my coworkers and I, or a couple of our coworkers, were chatting, and next thing I know, one of them says, "Russ, you look like you see somebody that you recognize, and you really don't like them." Yeah, so sometimes my face rats me out. I had to confess that I saw someone that looked like an ex of mine, and uh, yeah, not really fond of him. But needless to say, I'm like 95% certain it wasn't him. So that was it. I did tell a little bit more of the story to my coworkers, but I don't need to be spreading any stories like that out on the internet. Here in my quilting room, it's been pretty quiet. I did get the binding done on the quilt that I wanted to have for show and tell, uh, and that was a lot of fun. I machine bound it because I don't think I would have had enough time to do the hand stitching. It's going to be more used, and the more used quilts that are going to be like lap quilts and stuff probably should be machine bound just to have that little bit of extra tug on them. I don't have any full pictures of it right now because, well, the recipient might be watching, and I don't want to give away any ideas that I might be um, sending, or what I might be sending when they get it. So you'll have to wait until after they get it to see any pictures. There may be a peak next weekend for some folks who may attend a certain Zoom call, but beyond that, you'll just have to wait a little bit. I did get another thing in my local quilt shop's show and tell post on Facebook. I did show off my new tattoo, and they thought it was really cool. I still, for some reason, get the "is it permanent?" question because I guess people don't think that I would get a permanent tattoo. Who knows? Um, so yeah, that was pretty fun. The other goal that I had from last week was to record my haul videos that I got from my trip to Massachusetts. I did get them recorded. There's two of them, just so that you know to look out for them. One, I did just fabric. I did all the fabric shops that we went to in one video. Um, yeah, that's going to work out pretty good. The other one is a pattern haul because a lot of my patterns kind of got intermingled. Although, as I was recording the video, I realized, oh, yeah, I could tell that this came from this shop, and this came from this shop, and this came from this shop because there were stickers on the back that had the shop names on them. Either way, um, they are still pretty awesome, and I think separating them out into two videos worked out just a little bit better. So I think the first one I'm going to try to release on Wednesday, so look for that. And then the other video I'm going to be releasing next week, just so there's a little bit of time between my videos. I don't like to give a whole bunch of videos in one week and then have multiple weeks with nothing. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can see them. There's a little bell icon down there in the subscription area, if you turn that on, you will get notified when it's published. So that way you'll find out exactly what 38 pounds of fabric looks like. I really do need to start taking video of like little clips while I'm out so I can have like a little weekend review, like Sean, the guy who sews, does. The problem is our walks outside are boring, and I can't exactly do any clips at work. So maybe I'll start at some point to get a setup on my machine so I can do some recording of just me sewing. Occasionally, like I get some really cute pictures of the cats or Riley in something doing something hilarious. Like today, she uh, Riley was wanting to go eat something from her food, but Percy was in the middle of trying to eat her food, and Percy bullies Riley. It's not, I'm going to go in like kick you down like Garfield and Odie and everything. But Riley knows her place. She knows that she's not supposed to mess with the kitties, which are much smaller than her. And she gave me that look a couple times to say, "Hey, or he's eating my food. What do I do?" I wish I could got that on camera, but I don't keep my camera or my phone on me all the time, contrary to what some people think. So I will try to get weekend review at some point. Once I, start doing the recording out more and more, it'll come second nature. But we'll see what I can get. Anyway, for my goals this week, I'm definitely going to keep it simple. The first thing that I'm going to do is I need to dust off my socialites blocks. My friend Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches, in her latest vlog update, she said that she was going to start dusting off hers because she wants to get those done, and she's trying to figure out the finishing that she's going to do because she doesn't need a 99-inch quilt. Uh, I don't need to redesign a 99 or a 20 something block quilt. So I'm probably going to still finish mine off in the 99-inch fashion. Not that I can fit it on my long arm, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. So that's giving me the motivation to get a couple more blocks done. So I'm going to get the blocks pulled out. I'm going to get them reorganized, figure out which ones I've done, figure out which ones I haven't done, which is a more important thing, and come up with a game plan to get the last number of blocks done. So hopefully next week when I talk to you guys, I will have a couple more blocks done, and then I will have a complete number of how many blocks are left to be done with that. The other thing that I need to do is I need to work on my the triangles because I haven't cut triangles in a couple weeks, and I realized that I really only have 18 months to do these two quilts. Even the graduation is in about 2 years. I know I need to have time to send these quilts off to a long armor and have the long armor do their job, their portion of the job, so that I have a wonderful quilt top. Because, uh, yeah, the quilt size doesn't fit on my long arm. I think I mentioned that before. That when I decided that I wanted the long arm and that I was able to fit it, I did not realize that I could not still do queen size quilts on it. Not a big deal usually because I've only got those couple quilts that are larger than it on it, or in progress to work on it. So I'm not too concerned, but it also means that I can still send off projects to people I care about to say, hey, I need to throw a couple dollars at you so that you can do a quilt for me with the long arm. I think those two will be enough of a goal right now. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things in here and get my motivation back into, work on all the fabric. Though, even though I have those two, um, maybe while I'm playing with Tula fabric, I will get my Saturday sampler block done because that one looks like it should be fairly simple. And I do know that I really am going to want to start working on some of the kits that I got from the fabric haul. I know priorities jumping in front of priorities. That's how life is. So that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking the video below and subscribing to my channel if you aren't already. It's the easiest way to tell the algorithm that folks like you enjoy my content and spread it around to other awesome folks like you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, stay happy and keep stitching.